Alright, welcome back to the next part of today's episode of Art Time, where today we're going to be shading and texturing the rest of this background right here. So yes, if you enjoyed today's episode, or today's part, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I gotta get this done with at a relatively quick pace, so we're gonna try to go through this without stop, or at least without any interruptions. But yes, we're almost done here. Not going to take too long. Probably not even going to take that long in terms of time. We'll see. We'll see. There isn't too much that I have to do here. But, you don't know how long these things usually take. But, yeah, I have not much to talk about outside of just here. We're going to be doing some drawing. It's still smoky outside. Somehow it's not really smoky in here. I don't know why. But in the factory, we're freaking dealing with a whole bunch of smoke. So much so that we have to put on some of us put on a mask, some don't for some reason. I don't know, maybe some of them just aren't affected by the smoke. But the smoke is just too much. Staying all up there for 8 hours or dealing with the smoke. I just don't know how some of them are, dealing with it. Unless some of them are used to smoking, which would probably explain it. But even then, that doesn't make any sense. Well, either way, it's still smoking. And apparently the air quality around here is completely terrible. So yeah, it's in the red. In some areas around this place, not around here apparently, is in the purple, which is very bad apparently. But yes, there is a lot of smoke still. I don't know how worse it's going to get. And there goes the computer running. Let me see here. It's the same as usual. It's just for some reason this thing is just making a lot of noise, of which I don't understand why it is, but whatever. Seems like it's gone for now. Well, anywho's in which, we are almost done with this. I'll be posting it on a Thursday, or at least somewhere late Friday. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to be working on Adventurous Army, at least as much as I can. I at least got 4 hours of Sunday taken. I will be taking off point-wise for Friday 12-hour nonsense, bring that back down 8. So I don't have to deal with that nonsense, so I can work on this. Wait, you didn't frickin', whatever. And then I'll probably do the same thing with Saturday as well. Unless somebody takes some days, but I don't know what's going to happen. A lot of people don't want to work this weekend, and that's understandable. Especially now with all the smoke. All that damn smoke. I just don't understand why the hell we're even allowed to be doing any work today. Or this week. Because of all the smoke that's seeping into this damn place. I just don't get it. It's a health hazard, is it not? And safety is their #1 concern, and yet here's the smoke causing a lot of issues with health. I don't know. I just don't understand. Okay, these windows are going to be a little tricky to do consistently because I have to do this. What does that look like? Yeah, these are very special windows. My back. These windows, that of which... Wait, did I do 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 4. Alright, good. Great. Fantastic. So, yeah, smoke, problems, all that stuff. Probably even worse up north. 4. And we're like in the middle. We're in the middle of NJ over here, and we're still getting hit with it. I think even Delaware has gotten hit with it from what I've heard. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So yes, it's not good all around. We're getting an understanding of what happens in California with all of their constant fires. And it sucks that it's occurring. Not even in our state either, or state, in our country either. It's the neighbors. But, you know, these things happen. And it sucks that they happen. They shouldn't happen. But, I don't know, there's not really much that we can do right now. Right now, we just gotta hope that it gets better or gets worse so that I don't have to worry about dealing with work coming in the friggin' Saturday and Sunday's nonsense. It's morbid as it is, I just don't really feel like wasting my time on the weekends. But also, that could just be bad in general for just being able to breathe, so maybe it's not a good idea. But at the same time, it's not a good idea to just frickin' change some goddamn schedule up to put somebody who was supposed to be on the normal frickin' 5-day week up to a 7 because of some stupid misremembrance of somebody else on vacation. I'm just pessimistic and very annoyed. I don't like wasting my time in places where I shouldn't be wasting my time in. And having to come in on Saturday and a Sunday is a huge waste of time. You need to have your weekends if you want to have like any mentally sound like health or whatnot. And they take that away from you, then there goes your mental health and physical health as well because you're just constantly doing things with no breaks whatsoever. Even more so with me since I'm constantly doing this with very little to no breaks. So, yeah, even though I am just sitting here, it's still, for some reason, tiring. Why is that? All I'm doing is sitting here. It doesn't make any sense. But, whatever. I'm working on this, and I'm going to get this done with. One way or another. So, yes, nonsense still occurring, but at the very least, I think I might be able to just take 4 only, because I had a hard time trying to get up for some reason. I slept through all my alarms, and one day, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to call out again for 4 hours. Why the hell not? And then there we go. We got ourselves, 4 hours of this week, and now I'm going to be taking off 4 from an extra. We already got 1 4 taken off from 1 day, and legitimately. So basically it's just 4 hours extra, but still just annoying to have to waste my time for the Saturday and the Sunday. 4 hours of those two, which is very repetitive. It's extremely repetitive. I shouldn't have to be. It's even more so stupid when you remember the fact that you don't need to have somebody in my particular position for one singular freaking line. You don't. All of a sudden now, this new guy comes and he's like, no, we need a reliever for one singular line for the weekend work, which is just a waste of money. It's a huge waste of money. You don't need a reliever. You can get somebody else to do it who's already coming in, and you'll be fine. I don't understand why. There's really no reason. It's just a waste of my time and a waste of their money. Some people wouldn't mind that because they want to make a bunch of money in that place. Me, I want my free time so I can continue to create. Now I'm going to have to try to figure out how the hell I'm going to get the next episode of Played Up and Game Crafters made. Am I going to do it like throughout the week, or am I going to do it like at the end of Sunday? I don't know. I'm hoping that with this software encoder thing changed from the other one, since, that I think that one was more advanced, but because we are running in a admin mode, we shouldn't have to worry about the encoder problems, right? I'll have to see. We're running in admin. Before we weren't running in admin, we were using this, and then we figured out like what we needed to do to fix the problems, and yeah, we got into admin mode, recorded on one of the H something settings, and then that's how we got the rest of Sonic Frontiers to run and record smoothly. I'm just surprised that it didn't give me issues before, but then again, I just think the CPU, or GPU, I mean, is just slowly and but surely starting to get issues or something. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm gonna see how different everything's gonna run with this new, different encoder. It seems like it's not using a whole lot of GPU, but it could change at any moment. But we'll see. Something about the other encoder just doesn't really seem to mesh too well. Which I don't understand why. I really wish I knew what those encoders did. Because I have no clue what those encoders do. No clue at all. I'm uncertain. Because, for one thing, you know, I was running the H something for a while, and it worked up until recently where it lagged out two things. Unity kind of makes sense because the editor is the one that has a whole bunch of stuff active and is usually more resource intensive. I don't know what's going to occur if I have the executable set, but we'll test that out once we've gotten to a point where we have a quote-unquote playable demo. I'm not going to release a demo. Nah, or at least not yet. Maybe I'll release a demo build or something when we're close to finishing the game of the first zone. Demo of the first zone, only going through the levels that you can access without having to transfer into a different zone. That kind of stuff. And that would be the demo. You get an idea on how the game works. The save system will be the same, I think. All it's going to do is load some things up. I think it would still load it up, right? If new variables get added into the load data thing, and it's like, well, those variables don't exist, so they'll remain as 0. Then that would still allow you to be able to transfer everything over into the new save, right? I don't know. I am not sure how that would work. I imagine there's a way I could do that, but I haven't done anything with Steam yet, and I don't know how I would even add in any of that kind of stuff later on. That's the kind of stuff you don't really like taught, self-taught, but you probably could get taught if you look through YouTube and whatnot. Alright, now there's this giant-ass church. And then there's the texturing process. Now, I probably should get a drink before I continue on to this process. Where's the looking at cat? I gotta keep my drinks over there because of you. She's not done anything with tipping over drinks, but I ain't gonna give her a chance. Isn't that right, cat? That's right. I saw your ear perked up. I know you acknowledged me, but don't really say anything. So yes, we'll see how that's going to run in its own execute. Oh, also, I forgot to add this in the... So anybody who's placing bets and seeing what I've forgotten, if you placed your bet on an entire freaking necklace pendant stone thingy, well, congratulations. You got something. You got imaginary dollars. Spend them wisely. I just saw something recently that was pretty freaking funny. You know that SpongeBob AI thingy where somebody's making like essentially, you know, the Nothing Forever, where it's, you know, the AI Seinfeld episode things, but with SpongeBob. Well, Squidward's predicting the heat death of the universe. August 12th, 2036. And wasn't there also an AI predicting the deaths of many people in November 4th, 2024? That is AI trying to predict the deaths of many things. The deaths of people, the death of the heat in the universe. Yeah. It's interesting, don't you think? They're like little ancient people from way back then who presumed that the end of the world would occur because the people were too lazy to create more of the calendar. They made it up to that point and they're like, you know what? There's no way this is going to keep rolling. We're probably going to die at some point. Die out. Our entire species is going to die out. Somewhere around this point here. There's no way it's going to go any further, right? Yes? Just like how we think that our, entire species is not going to last up until like a certain year or so. They thought that we weren't going to last. But look at us now. 2023, halfway through it even. But the AI over here, they're trying to replicate that. Whether or not they are going to be right, well, I guess we've got to just see what's going to happen on the November 4th of 2024. If a lot of people are seen dead in the streets, laying dead, dying in the streets, or already dead, well, I guess we just got to prepare for the death of the heat death universe. Or whatever the hell it was called. The heat death of the universe. Yes, prepare for that, because that will occur if many people are seen dead in the streets once that day arrives. Maybe the AI is onto something, who knows? Or maybe it's using meme, what do you call it? Where people, make up dark memes for this date is the date of reckoning of death or some shit, and the AI is just trying to bounce off of that and make its own thing. It's done it twice so far. So, as far as I know. So we'll see what occurs. So prepare thyselves. Synchronize your buckets. For, November 4th, 2024, that's the wrong thing again. And August 12th, 2036. Makes me wonder what would exactly happen with the heat death of the universe. Does that mean that the heat, all the sun in the universe, the entire universe, all the suns are going to disappear? Hell, he did it. That crazy bastard Mungdol, he did it. He took the sun. And he took the sun, and he took the sun, and he kept taking suns, and the suns he kept on taking. There was more suns that he took. When you thought he took all the suns, he took more suns. The sun he took, the sun, took the sun. And he just kept on taking the suns until eventually there was no more heat in the universe. Nobody knows what he did with the suns. They're gone now. All because of some blue guy with a ginormous nose and tusks. Who knows what the hell Mungdal was? Was he a walrus? I don't know. But maybe he was trying to increase the speed of which the polar caps would disintegrate, so all of his walrus brethren would die out, so he would be the only one left. But then again, why the hell would he do that? Unless he has a secret to hide, and the walrus brethren are going to reveal his secrets. They've blackmailed Mungdal for too long, and this crazy scheme he's cocked up, or balked up, there's a word that starts with C, and it sounds like cock, but I don't know exactly what it is, so we're gonna say cocked up for now. And go with it. Roll with the punches. It'll be a hell of a lot easier if you do. So yes, he concocted the scheme. That probably was the word I was thinking of, actually. I just... How the hell? Whatever. He concocted this scheme to slowly but surely kill off his walrus brethren. And they don't know. They don't know. They just think the heat death universe occurred, but really, it was Mungdal who took all the heat. Wait, they would be... Well, actually, no. Hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Because they would be questioning why the hell their polar caps are disintegrating when the sun and all the heat in the world disappears. They would be 10 times more suspicious. Maybe Mungdal is just fed up with life and decided, you know what, time to just murder everybody, including the Walrus Brethren. The blue-fleshed covenant of the ivory-tusked blubber mammals. I don't even know what I forgot. I have already forgotten what I just said there, but there's an acronym there. Blue-fleshed BF. I don't remember. Whatever, it don't matter. I don't care. I don't care enough to keep this bit up. Why is this bit being kept up? I don't know. Anyways, we got people living in cobbled homes over here. If you haven't looked, because I have it open here, this was basically... Oh, not open. This is basically just like a far distance of what this looks like over here. You see all these houses here. So we have something similar to this, but it changed up a little bit so it looked good up close instead of looking simplistic. Because obviously if you zoom out here and you just look at the image like this and nothing else, you just see, there are some buildings over there. But if you zoom in, these buildings are simplistic. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Simplistic as hell, despite the fact there are some complexities to the background, i.e. the world dragon. Which, I still would like to know. There's gotta be, like, some way I can get into contact with a scientist and ask them a hypothetical. If the world was flat, in the similar vein to Elementals Reborn's world of it looking like this, or in this case a giant floating island, if it was flat, would you be able to see very far, going all the way to the edge of the world? Or would it just be, as far as the eye can see, and you're not able to see that far? I have to imagine that's the case, right? And I've said this before, I've asked this before, but because I don't have a big enough audience, I will not get the answers that I seek. So obviously, it's not going to matter. But if I say it multiple times while I'm working on Elementals Reborn, then surely somebody will listen to this part and be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go on ahead and answer him instead of leaving him in the dark constantly. But I imagine it would be similar to what we have in that drawing I showed you before, the world one. I'd imagine. I'm not entirely too sure. But trying to get a scientific explanation, or at least an idea of whether or not I should draw the entirety of the world from afar, and have it like fogged out. I'd imagine on a very clear day, you probably could see the mountains from all the way down, whatever the hell that continent was called. What was that continent called again? Torden. You could probably see Mount Ystormis. I don't know if that's Swedish or not, but you could probably see Mount Ystormis from Pomaner. Which I think Pomaner is Polish, right? Trying to, like, get multiple things here of, what you call it. Anyways, yeah. Interesting thought process. one that I'm not going to get the answer to anytime soon, unfortunately. But, yeah. Anyways, or what were we talking about beforehand? I don't quite remember. I'll like to talk about something new. But I don't know what else to talk about, so... Just defaulting to that now because I can't think of anything to talk about. I don't really have anyone to like bounce off of here. And then again, I'm not really that sociable of a person anyways. It does make me wonder if I could turn Art Time into a podcast kind of series. But I'm nowhere anywhere near collaboration levels in YouTube's aspect. I'm nowhere near it. Or at least not that I know of. I don't even know what level of subscriber count you would need to be able to get to the point where you can collab with people. Or at least other YouTubers. Yeah, sure, I could probably bring some friends in here for like co-op based stuff. I could probably see if PlateUp is a crossplay. Is PlateUp cross-platform? I'd imagine it is. Is it? You have the ability to do controller. I don't know. It's saying that this October, which was probably a long time ago, it's coming to all of those things. When was this again? Oh, cool. You didn't bring me to the tweet, you just brought me to them instead. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was April 19th. Wait. April 19th of what year? This October? Okay, geez. I didn't think... Okay, so I guess maybe not that just yet. Not like it really matters. I gotta try to complete all of the main dish restaurants. And then I gotta try to get the franchise tier 15 and over time 100. Legitimately, of course. But yeah. We're doing good so far in the current overtime run. But, my god, I should have just freaking dealt with the lag and paused it momentarily and then figured out what I should have done to try to, like, remove the lag and completely. Because I just spent, not just, but I had spent 3.5 hours making footage of 15 overtime days and barely 12 are even shown. Because of the stupid thing that occurred. I have it linked in PlateUp, like I said before. In the current 16th episode. I got a episode 16 bonus that's unlisted, but you can get to it via the description of the 16th episode. Aptly named Annoying Time Skip. And it's annoying because it shouldn't have happened. Why does OBS have so many issues? I really wish there was some system in place where OBS is like, uh-oh, I'm about to enter encoding overload. Here's a warning. Give me like even if it's loud, just some kind of noise to let me know that the encoder is about to overload, and not to be like, oh crap, okay, I better end this episode here, folks. And you would understand as I try to, like, go back into admin mode and then figure out how to stop the game from lagging. Which it would have been just as simple as just change the encoder. It would have been, but apparently it wasn't, annoyingly enough. We didn't do that just yet. And now we gotta wait until, I don't know, Sunday. Depends on how freaking... I don't know, I'm just tired. I'm tired of the job, and I'm tired of things just not working. But yes, At some point, we are going to test that out again, continuing our current overtime run. At the very least, I have a very specific setup going there that you will see in episode 16. And hopefully I can go for like, I don't know how long, a couple of hours or so. I don't know. I feel like we're going to reach the end of that run soon, but we've been doing so freaking good. And I just hate the fact, maybe it's best that I don't succeed in that to get to 100, because that means that you won't be able to see like 2.5 or 3.5 hours of my progress going up to that point. I mean, I doubt I'll make it to 200 immediately right off the bat. I feel like the best way for me to be able to do that, because there's no way I'm going to be able to make it to 100 with this. First of all, I have to serve like... Okay. Let me try to remember. We have 7 to 8 people we gotta serve now. Once we get to day 21, overtime 21, that'll be 8 to 9. And once we get to 31, that'll be 9 to 10. 41 would be the furthest we can go before we won't have any room for any more people, unless I increase the table space. But I don't know. I feel like 41's the max I can do for this one, primarily because of the fact that we have an ever-increasing number of people. Because then it will go to 11, then to 12, then the 13, 14, so on and so forth, until eventually we can't keep up because there's literally no more space for customers whatsoever. So I would say 41 will probably be the max we would go. Not saying that we are going to reach that. We might, but we probably aren't. If I'm being honest with you, I highly doubt I'm going to be able to actually reach that point there because, one, there's going to be a lot more customers coming. And two, there's still a lot of complex stuff that I have to take into consideration here. We've got crab cakes. We got oysters, which can be a pain if you don't have like a good setup going for that. We got, well, at least we got automatic eggs, automatic cherry pie. The coffee's pretty easy to get set up as well. And there's also the fact that now we got max breakfast and multiple different order appearances that we have to worry about. I guess I could still try to franchise the run, though. I don't see why not. I can franchise the run. Be the next franchise run I'll try to go for. I feel like I want to try to do a fish franchise run, though. Okay, so depending on what the hell occurs in this particular overtime run, assuming we actually continue so far into the point where we get like several cards in our possession, I think the next run will be fish, unless I unlock stir-fry, but fish will probably be the next run again. Primarily because I kind of do like the fish a bit. Something about the fish, although it sucks you can't automate it fully. But there are still many other things you could automate if you do get your hands on the right equipment and whatnot. Okay, that looks slightly better. Did I not texture this? Because I could have sworn I did. It just doesn't look like I did. And this one I don't know what I want to do with yet. Do I want it to be stone brick or do I want it to be cracked? I don't know. But either way, we're making some good progress in this particular overtime run. Just wish I could have shown all of it unbutchered. It's fine. We're going to try this new system out. I could probably go into the settings right now. I think I can, right? Yeah, I've learned that this doesn't actually, like, pause the thing fully. It still runs. We are currently running software 264. It's for the video encoder. Which I think was what we did use in the past before, but then all of a sudden it kind of just wasn't really working for something like Sonic Frontiers, so I had to switch over to something else. And then we had like, well, that one only broke because I tried to do such advanced settings and it ended up just not working until I decided, you know what, simplistic, and I'll just deal with the increased size of all of the, what do you call it, which is annoying because this was after the D drive had a conniption and just offed itself. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't know if there's anything. I mean, there might be more here that I want to do, but we'll see. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and get all the shadows and stuff placed. Assuming there's anything shadow related that I can place here. And we're going to get the rest of this done with. But we're almost done. We've been at this for over half an hour. We're making good progress, which is great. That is not what it needs to be. You need to be 10:30. There we go. Oh yeah. And next week is the finale of Terraria, Nukem Edition, and Minecraft ROTC Edition. The next week after that, we're going to have a break from, you know, those things. I'll probably record 2 episodes of Sonic Adventures 2 and 2 episodes of Played Up. And then the next week after that is when Tales of Berseria is going to start. I can't wait, and I'm hoping that the Played Up tests will run smoothly, because if that runs smoothly, then surely Tales of Berseria is going to run smoothly. It does seem as though that everything here being recorded in this instance is low in terms of how much space is being used. Oh, that's right. I have no clue if this is shadow or not. It is, so let me just make sure that I delete some stuff here just in case. But as far as I'm concerned, so far it's working. I mean, it's working for this, but that's a given. It didn't look like that was doing anything. That is a given. Photoshop doesn't really use up too much GPU. It doesn't even use any GPU. It just uses up memory. And it doesn't even use up that much memory. So I'd say we're doing good. In this department, at least. But there's still the fact that we gotta test it out with all the other games. Terraria, Sonic Adventures 2, Minecraft. Hell, I even tried to bring the Minecraft render distance up. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that's why we had so much lag, is because the fact that freaking OBS was using up so much GPU that Minecraft was like, ugh, I can't render all of these things. You're gonna have to lower me, Captain. I've given it all I've got. You're going to have to lower it further. And now I'm like, all right, well, how about this? I'm going to see how that works. And he's going to be like, I've still given it all I've got. That's probably what's going to happen. Watch. Watch, it's still not going to allow me to have an increased render distance. I've forgotten what I was at. I think I was like at 16 chunks, 12 chunks. No clue. It's been a while. Can't remember. But it's fine, because we are going to be making slow and steady progress to try to figure out what we can get away with. Let me lower that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good test. If Minecraft runs fine now without having to worry about, like, you know, GPU anymore, because OBS is now not going to spike in GPU usage, and I think we'll be fine. Only really one way to test it, and that's to record the finale. And the finale is simply just us going to be collecting materials, so you could skip it. You could skip it if you want, and wait until the next season, where we continue building. We're going to be starting with the River District. But you can continue watching it. Maybe there'll be some funny moments. Who knows? Maybe we'll somehow die, even though we're going to be working in our own space, away from any death-defying things. There shouldn't be any deaths. This ROTC cat is doing better than Duke Nukem, and we intend on keeping it like that as much and as long as we can. Or in this case, it's more just get the crap beaten out of it, and then it just runs and cries to its bed, and then drops all of its stuff. And we gotta go get its stuff before any of the mobs take it, and then we're golden. But I would still prefer to have that not occur. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, those finales are coming up. Sonic Adventures 2 is not going to reach its finale for a while. Are you kidding me? We might get to the second chapter's end soon. Not soon enough, apparently. Probably next year. That'll be the third chapter where we start just taking care of Chaos. This is assuming I can manage to get 2 done with consistently every episode, getting an A rank every time. That's going to be a huge pain in the ass. That is going to be a huge pain in the ass. I feel like my problem's going to reside mostly within Sonic and Shadow's last levels. Mostly Sonic's, because Sonic's last levels just suck. They just suck to try to do. What was it again? Crazy Gadget sucks because of the freaking, inverse, the gravity stuff, all that stuff. Trying to be fast. Trying to expect me to be perfect when you're not perfect, game. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. I would like for us to be able to get done with those with ease, but I highly doubt that's going to be the case. I feel like most of Eggman should be easy. Weapon Bed is going to be a huge pain in the ass. Then, of course, Knuckles has a couple. Death Chamber is going to be a huge pain in the ass, as well as the Meteor level. I don't know what's going to be worse, the Meteor one or the Death Chamber. Hard to say, really. Oh, great. Here comes McAfee with its stupid little fucking pop-up because it just does not want to fucking piss off. It doesn't... There's no notable, notification turn-off for that thing. I can't find it. Google isn't helping. It's like, here, go to this thing that clearly doesn't exist on your operating system to try to turn off this notification. It's like McAfee's paying Google to purposely mislead me and make me give up on the search. Maybe I should ask Bing. What if they got their hands on Bing? All the search engines just suck now. Apparently. I tried to find this one commercial that this one person was trying to look for on Twitter because this one guy was trying to find a video of an Illusion Dragon Minecraft roller coaster ride, but nobody is able to find it. And this guy was trying to find a commercial that I feel like I've seen before, but can barely remember it, where 3 people walk out of the building, they look up at the sun, they blind themselves, and they're like, oh, what is that? And a construction worker guy is like, it's the sun. And I can't find it. And Google gives me the most backwards-ass, dumbass search results that I've ever seen. And I don't even know what kind of product it was selling to look for. Was it selling was it like a case of get out more? Touch grass more? This was from an era before touch grass even existed, so I don't freaking know, man. I just don't know. And I don't have enough pull to be able to get everybody on here to help me find that, just to try to get that guy to find his thing. I don't know what it is, and I don't have enough pull. I mean, maybe in DeviantArt I do, but not a lot of people are very talkative on DeviantArt. Which sucks, because I have 1.7 watchers and barely get comments. Barely. Very rarely do I ever get comments. There are some people out there that get tons of comments. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I just don't seem to really get that much in the way of social interaction. But I get tons of views and some favorites for certain things. It's just not for interactions or whatever. Right, cat? You just snuffed. Alright, I did have one thing in mind that I can do here, but first things first, I gotta get the fog in now. Yeah, it sucks because I know what that commercial is, but I don't know how to search for it. Google's search results are unhelpful. Vastly unhelpful. They have yet to help. And we'll have fog back here. It's going to be the same thing, or is it going to be... No, maybe not that. Maybe brighter. That's not the color. And maybe it'll be more teal the further back you go. This one's going to be interesting because I got to delete some of it on the road and grass, apparently. Or the path and grass. Path and grass! Unless this one can be yellow. Which yellow might work. Delete the path down here. There we go. So anyways, yeah, good luck trying to find whatever the hell it is that guy and I'm talking about. Ugh. I don't know the first place to look. Google didn't help. Bing didn't help. Nothing really helped. So now I'm just left here wondering, what the hell was that? Surely it existed, because I do vaguely remember a commercial like that, but I just can't remember what else it had in it. And it sucks. I don't know why I can't remember. Alright, I gotta head on back real quick, because I think the fog here is done, but I need to head on back to Elementals Reborn scenery, and I have it temporarily called the Church Village, but I still gotta figure out like a better name for it. Now, is this a good dust color or what? Let's find out. Dust. Yeah, it kind of works. If anything, I could probably go for like a mixture of a brighter color. I don't know, here? Sure, why not? Why the L not? And I can go above most of them for another bit of dust. Another bit of dust. Might not be able to see most of the dust, but I think it's somewhat fine. Now, decrease the size of this so that we can get this to do its thing. There we go. I still feel like something here needs to be adjusted. Maybe the teeth needs to be a bit more, either brighter or darker. Make it brighter. Now you can't really see that much, but it's fine. Alright, now for the sun rays. Sun rays. And after that, I gotta go on ahead and do another thing off camera. I'm gonna be updating the, what do you call it? The World of Etheria map. In fact, I could just bring it up right now just so I have it. Standalone, normal World of Etheria map. Hopefully this isn't going to be causing too much issues. I gotta wait for it to do this thing, so I'll just get it. I wait for it to load. Now we're starting to load in a lot of things. How much is being used here, I wonder? 842 megabytes of memory still. Okay, it's not using as much as I thought it would. Used up a lot of disk space trying to load it in, but now it's going back to 0. Yeah, as you can see, this is an updated map with Pine Quill Village added and also Leviathan Kingdom adjusted. Because I don't know why the hell that one was larger. I don't know the reason why I made that one larger, but it's fine now. This is right here, I believe. Right here, in that spot. I don't know where the next area is going to be. It might be here. We'll see. We'll see what occurs. But I'll just minimize that for now. And continue working on this one. Alright, so do I want a nice orange sunlight coming down on them all? Yeah, I guess that works. Gonna say like a light orange, but I decided orange is better. Gotta be careful not to accidentally drag any of this shish as best as I can. Sunlight now for the top side. I just realized something. I didn't shade in the sky, did I? It's not like it really needs to be shaded in, but I didn't do it. I guess it doesn't really need it. Sky might be fine as is, especially with all the clouds all over the place. I mean, I'll probably just go on ahead and do it anyways, just because. Oh, also get rid of blank. Do a shadow so it's more blue. Do a highlight. I guess that works. A little more mid-tone so it's more blue. Alright, good, great. Sun particles now. These I have no clue. We got a lot here. I'll just make sure that the faces aren't covered by the sun particles. Now for the sun flares. We've been at this for how long so far? Almost an hour. Not bad, not bad at all. And it's good that we're going at this in less than an hour, because the more time I work on for Adventures Omni, the better. I need to get that done with as quickly as I can. Probably not going to be able to post it this week, unfortunately, which annoys the shit out of me. But, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe somebody will take the damn Saturday and Sunday last minute. Unlikely, but I don't know. Or maybe the smoke gets worse and they have to call it off because there's no way they could possibly run with all that smoke. Yep, I hope so. I really just do not feel like wasting my weekend with this job. I really don't. I would rather be working on this, getting these series done with, these creations made. Obviously. I don't think most of those need to be in, but they're in. Same with you. You don't really have too many in the way of a shadow rays either, except for up there. And now for the background. Shadow Rays 1B. Probably just bring that down to like 100. Shadow Rays going down from the church. The church castle, if you will. Let me try to reduce a little bit of that, but not too much now. Okay, I think that's all for the shadow rays and all that stuff. Now, time for the effects. We're almost done. Quite close, actually. It's always so strange to think, this is probably not going to look that good. I could probably do better here or something. And then once you get to the effects part, it's like, alright, no, everything's coming together just fine. Everything's looking good. Not if you do the effects stupidly like that. I say maybe I could get a light orange in here, but I don't think I can. Actually, I think a yellow would probably work better. And even so, the yellow doesn't seem like it works better. I think this just needs to be more, you know, darker. Teal? Darker than that. Yeah. Yeah, like that. The sun might be shining, but it's a bit darker, this area here. Maybe I can get like a pink area set up in here. Maybe. Let's see. Uncertain. I guess the pink area for most of the church and the yellow area for most of the church makes sense because the church should be at least bright. Even though it's not a whole lot of bright, sunny sunshines and whatnots in this battle where everybody got their shit beaten out of them. They will bounce back from this, but man, is the morale going to be lower because of this. Because of this brawl. I don't know if that's what I want. Hold on, what about this one? This is a dull yellow effect. I've only been going for like brightness, but I could be going for dull. Oh yeah. Dull yellow does kind of work. Not gonna lie. Makes the area look pretty dusty. I could get an orange area in on Gwyneth's wand. Right here. And I can get a purple area in. Maybe on most of her. Depends, because I do kind of want to have her aura spewing out and having like a nice bright purple color taking up most of her body. So have like the aura go there. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on ahead and try to add in the aura before I do any more with this. I'll head back to the effects in a minute, but I'm going to go back to the character again real quick. Elementals Reborn, characters, Cult of Darkness, and Dark Mage Leader, because I don't know what I want to call her yet. I do not want that, you fool. Go back to this. Alright, grabbing the aura stuff. Now, the question is it going to be darker or is it going to be lighter? Well, let's just zoom in and just start working on it. That works, I guess. She's getting ready to go full power before she gets interrupted, however. By one of these fools over there. You can see her aura in full check. Coming off of her body and getting ready to emit a medley of power and very, very frightening spells and whatnot. And now, of course, gotta go on ahead and get some dark balance, a little bit, but not too much. I remove some away from Damodar's face. And we want aura particles, which I think again is going to mostly consist of the new particles that I have been utilizing for most things. You know the thing that I'm talking about. I just got to adjust it here and there. Increase the size. Decrease the size of this. There. Darkness particles. Now I'll do the same and scroll down to the bubbles. Same old, same old. It's pretty much just the same as it needs to be. And now we just get these bubbles in. And there's our particles. I might be able to do overlay. I mean, it does kind of hide most of it, so I guess overlay is good for that. And what about this one? Overlay or vivid lighting? Vivid lighting? Oh, maybe. If I did that, but have it like got maybe not 50, but 70, 80? Yeah, there we go. There she is. This psychopath. Because that's what she is. She is a psychopath. But right now we're just seeing her look, you know, stern and angry as opposed to her usual appearance that you've seen once. I've showed you it last part, in the previous part. Alright, there we go. You can see the darkness overflowing from her body. Clearly, she has something going on with her powers. But we don't fully know what it is just yet. But it's fine, we don't need to know yet. Alright, back to the effects. Try to get this somewhat done with. On a brown area, we can put around here. I don't know if I can add anything more in the effects department, so maybe I'll just now go over to the sepia. Try to get some sepias in. What kind of sepia? Whoa, let me see this for a second. Dark, but too dark. Dark, but too dark. I get like a nice orange look. Do we not have an orange look? I mean, this one was pretty good. What about light blue? Any light blues we can put in here? I could if I did it like... maybe not. Maybe... Oh, that works. I guess. I can't barely even see the light rays here for some reason. They're here, right? The light rays? The sun rays? Yeah, they're here, just not that noticeable. I'll go on ahead, copy it, do an erasure of some of the sides here. I guess clear up some of your face and your face as well, so the sunlight doesn't completely hit. And that should be all? I'm uncertain. There might be more adjustments that could be made, but I'm not seeing anything immediately just yet. Again, though, I think we got like a bit of a perspective mess over here. Because you might be a bit taller than this, but I think the idea here is to have like, you know, the wall here and then like an increase. You know how like in Minecraft the house is like that and you usually have it like this with no ceiling? That's probably what these houses are like right here. Like this. Or, well, it depends on where it is. Maybe this is like the entrance. Or maybe it's just very thin houses. Everybody here has very thin houses. It's like the perfect size for most or something. I don't know. I think that's all. I don't really see anything else I could do here. I think I got everything. I'll do a quick once-over just to make sure I got everything I need. Necklace, the wand down there, which... yeah, it's... I mean, if anything, I could probably try to make the wand here a bit brighter. to make it differentiate from the one there. So, you know, it looks like it's wobbling. One F there with the particles here. Do I want to have dust particles, or do I... Nah, I'll just leave it like this. The bruises, badly dablaged, dirtied, poisoned, also badly dablaged. These two back here. Those flares I'm seeing. Let me remove some of those flares from the rooftops. And from the characters. I don't think there's any flares down here, but let's just do a once over just in case. Particles, particles. At least away from this portion. Maybe take care of some stray bubbles. Where was this again? Ah, here it is. Also do that just in case there's any around Domidora's face. Same with you. And the same with the aura in general. And there we have it. Honestly, I'm surprised I brought that character back for this. You know who I'm talking about, right? I showed you it last episode. This character right here. Interesting, is it not? Makes me wonder if I can also bring back this character right here. This guy. You know, this guy who is either drowning out or is about to be passed out. And then brought to wherever. I think we only have, like, what, those two dark mages? I think? I don't think I've drawn anything more with dark mages outside of this girl and that guy that you just saw drowning. They haven't been like a main focal point just yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me just get this back over to the basic swatch real quick. Zoom out. And of course, with effects, without effects. With effects, without effects. Yeah. Definitely like the way this looks. And the background actually looks pretty decent for how simplistic it is. So that's great. Anyways, I think that's a good time to end that. I gotta get a bunch of things finished. Adventurous Army, the World of Etheria map update, and all that stuff. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Art Time right over here, and the most recent episode of Played Up right over here. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.